guys, it's me and today I'm here with my reaction to Dancing with the Devil, The Art of Starting Over by Demi Lovato. Yes! Get ready, because this is gonna be a long one. This album is 19 songs long, which means it's almost an hour long. I'm gonna be here for so long, but I am ready for it, because I've heard great things about this album so far. It's a couple of days after its release, because I can deal with heartbreak, so I'm scared. So I tried to push this off as long as I could, but here I am now, and I've heard great songs about some of the songs on here. I haven't heard anything about some of the other ones, but I'll learn as I go. So I'm like very excited. I know Demi poured a wall on this album, and I am excited to hear it, but I'm also a tad bit scared and I'm gonna cry my eyeballs out, and yeah. But because this is gonna be already long enough, I'm not gonna make this intro any longer. Just real quick, if you haven't seen any of my album or EP reactions before, I listened to all the songs for the first time on here, except ones that have been released as singles before. I'll have heard them and I'll give my thoughts on them, and then at the end I'll do like a top 3 and an overall thoughts on the album. And yeah, let's begin with Anyone, which I know and I also know is painful, so we're starting off right. Okay, so Anyone is a song I already know, already broke my heart a billion times, and I love it's a fantastic song. I also think that was the perfect song for her to come back with, because it's so good, it's so powerful, it shows off her vocals so well, and it really shows that people are still underestimating her as a vocalist, because damn, that girl can sing. But the lyrics are also like so great, and this song will never not hit me right where it should. That's the power of the song, you know? I don't really have that much more to say, but it always kind of renders me speechless, because it demands to be listened to, which is a bit ironic if you listen to the lyrics. But yeah. Next up, we have Dancing with the Devil, one of the title tracks, because there's 2 titles, and one of the titles are a song. But Dancing with the Devil is another one we know, and I also loved when I first heard it. It's another very powerful one. So, yes. Okay, Dancing with the Devil, like I said before, I love this song. I think it's a very, very powerful song. Like, everything about it is just very powerful, and I also get why this is kind of the song that has named everything in this era, like the album, the documentary, everything is called Dancing with the Devil. And I get it, not only because it's a great what is it? A metaphor. It's a great metaphor for what she went through, but also because I feel like the song just describes it very simply, very beautifully. But I also feel like it kind of has like this epicness to it, and again, it's the one that demands to be listened to, but in like such a different way than Anyone. And yeah, I really love it. Next up, we have one I'm scared for, and it's I See You, Medicine's Lullaby. And I'm scared for this because I know medicine is a huge part in Demi getting sober both times, so this is gonna hurt me, and I know it already. emotion. Those last lines broke me. I was doing so well and holding back tears, and then yeah, I don't think I need to explain this, do I? God, that was such a beautiful song. It's so heart-wrenching. And also so sweet at the same time, because it's like, I have hope for you that you'll be the one that's like not going down the road that I like. You can do this, but I will bail. But 3 songs in, I'm already crying. I knew this was a bad idea. Oh God. Let's move on to the next song. I know I didn't say much, but I don't know how to put into words how that song made me feel. So this is what you're getting. Intro. Yeah. Let's listen to that. 26 seconds, which means like a very short song, which I'm typically not a big fan of, but we'll see. That wasn't a song, which was not what I was expecting. I don't know what to say about that, because that was just like her talking, and I wasn't expecting it. I was expecting it to be like a short song. It's like a transition between Dancing with the Devil and The Art of Starting Over. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Let's just move on to The Art of Starting Over. Okay, so that was The Art of Starting Over. It was so much fun. That was a change of pace that I needed, because not ready to cry again, but it was a lot of fun, and I feel like it's gonna set a precedent of what's to come. I think I See You is like the last heartbreaking song that we got. I'm not sure. I haven't heard the rest, but I think that's kind of the thing she's doing. I'm not sure, but I really like this. I especially like that this focused on self-love. It's like I thought the solution was with someone else, but I quickly realized like that was not it. And she just needed to be there for herself, and I appreciated that message. I really like it. And yeah, also the melody was a lot of fun, the vocals top tier. And yeah, let's move on to Lonely People, which might make me cry again just on the title, but who knows. That was a totally different vibe than what I was expecting, but I love it. Oh, I was expecting it maybe to hinge a little bit more on the sadder side because of like the title Lonely People, but it was so much fun. It's all about self-love, which we love. And yeah, I just had so much fun with the song. I can't say anything else. And then like the lyrics are also great, and just a message of like not depending on a love, just like loving yourself is all you need. I don't know what to say. This is gonna be such a boring video because I'm not saying anything about anything. But these songs are just blowing me out of the water, one after one. And I don't mind. You know, I love Demi. She can kill me if she wants to. That sounded wrong. Let's move on to the next one, which is The Way You Don't Look at Me. This has left me silent again for a little bit. Yeah, it's not as sad as like the first 3 songs, but it is definitely on like a sad note. But like I feel like the melody is a little bit like on the sweeter side, which makes this song like very bittersweet. I am delivering you such a bad video right now because I can express what's in here because these songs are just doing things to me that I can't explain. But this was a beautiful song. It deals more with like heartbreak, but it's still a really good song, even though heartbreak is a like more song about the topic. I feel like this really like stood out from songs I've heard before. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Let's just move on to Melon Cake, which I have heard things about and I'm very excited for. So let's go. Okay, so that was Melon Cake, which, like I said before, I've heard things about because it is a song, Decisional Management, celebrating being free out of the old restrictions that her management used to put on her, which the more I learn about it, the more I'm like, whoever thought that was a good idea? Because, damn, even just like the fact that the title is referring to that she wasn't allowed to get like actual birthday cakes, that she had watermelon cakes, is just... Who made those decisions? Because I have questions, so many questions. But I thought it was a really fun song. It was very celebratory, which makes sense considering the topic of the song, of her finally being free. And I like the lyrics. And yeah. Like I said, I don't know how to talk about these things, and I apologize. But oh well. Let's move on to Met Him Last Night, which features Ariana Grande, which I'm so excited for, because I feel like we've been teased an Ariana and Demi Lovato collab since like the beginning of time. And we're finally getting it. I'm so excited for it. So let's just play it because I can't wait. Okay, so Venom Last Night is the first song so far that Demi hasn't written on, but Ariana did write on this. And I feel like this song is a perfect blend between Ariana's music and Demi's music. I don't know how to explain it, but it sounds like both of them. And not like sonically, not just because of their voices are both in it, but like everything about it just screams as an Ariana song, and everything about it screams as a Demi song. Well, it's so different. I like that. I really love their voices together as well. Why did it take so long for us to get a collab between these two? I don't know. I also really liked the lyrics of the song and everything about it. I really loved it. It was such a great song. And yeah, let's move on to the next one, which is What Other People Say with Sam Fisher, which we've also heard before. Okay, so we're over halfway through the album. That's good. And so far, I think What Other People Say is my least favorite. It didn't have that same impact on me that all the other songs I've had so far. And I still really love this song. If you go back to like my reaction to it the first time when it came out, I really loved it. But now it's just not hitting the same way all the rest is. And I was gonna say, I don't know if that's because I've heard it before or not, but like Dancing with the Devil and Anyone made the same impact on me this time around as it has every single time I've heard it. So I don't know if it's that, or I don't know, it just isn't leaving the same impact on me as all the other songs have. But it's still a really good song and I really like the messaging of it, and Demi and Sam Fisher sound amazing together, and it's a really great song. It's not bad at all. It just, if I currently have to rank like all the songs of the album so far, this one is at the bottom. So that means that it's good. It's a good album. If this I still love, but it's my least favorite, you know? Let's move on to the next song, which is Carefully. Okay, so this is another one that Demi doesn't have writing credits on. And it's another one that didn't have the same impact on me as the other songs did. So I was gonna say, I don't know if the impact is just coming with Demi's fighting, but like the song with Ariana also had an impact on me and Demi didn't have fighting on it. So I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's just that I've been here too long and it's not doing anything anymore. Who knows? But I still did really like this one. It's very sweet. And I also kind of like the messaging of her knowing her own strength and her own self-worth going in this relationship, but also knowing like, hey, sometimes you need to be a little bit careful because I am fragile. And I don't know, I like that. So yeah. Let's move on to the next song, which is The Kind of Lover I Am. Oh, of course, Julia Michaels is involved in this. Not of course, but like, it always happens. I love a song and Julia Michaels is involved in it. Okay. Hi, how are you doing? The Kind of Lover I Am. I thought it was a very fun song. I really liked the melody of it, like the messaging of it. But then the outro happened and I was smiling. I love that outro so much. It was the outro was so Demi. I feel like that was just like her talking to a friend and they just happened to record it. Like, that's going in the song. Because I really liked it. Moving on to the next one, which is Easy, which features Noah Cyrus, which I'm a fan of Noah, so I'm quite excited about this.
The hardest part of living is accepting the reasons I somehow we keep repeating endlessly. The hardest part of living is to hold the heavy breathing back from showing you how hard it is for me. Take a look so easy.
Immaculate. I love that so much. Oh, that was a very beautiful song. I really liked it. It destroyed my heartstrings, and I'm processing. That was a beautiful song. Noah and Demi sound amazing together. I wasn't expecting them because I feel like they have very different voices, but it worked well together, so well. Oh, I got chills while listening to that, and not only because it's cold in here, also because that was such a beautiful song and I love it so much. And oh my god, going to pick a top 3 at the end of this video is gonna be impossible. But we still have 6 songs left. Yippee-ki-yay! So let's move on to 15 minutes. Okay, hi. 15 minutes. I love this. This is another one I've heard about on the TikTok because I only hear about things nowadays on TikTok. I don't know how that happens, but it does. And I love it. I love the sass on the song and how she's just like, I hope you got your 15 minutes. I hope you're happy now. Love it. And yeah, I love everything about it. I love the melody. I love the voice. I love the lyrics. It's an amazing song. So let's move on to the next one. My Girlfriends Are My Boyfriend featuring Saweetie. I never know if I pronounced that correctly. I'm so sorry.
My girlfriends are my boyfriend, ain't nobody know me better. Till forever do us part, yeah, we'll be partying together. Oh, my girlfriends are my boyfriend, but they wanna separate. My girlfriends are my boyfriend, but we're never gonna break.
Okay, so My Girlfriends Are My Boyfriend. I loved. This is another vibe I wasn't expecting, but I love so much. It's so much fun. I love the messaging of the song. I feel like it's kind of like the 7 wings. Now we're already talking about Ariana in the past. But kind of like the 7 wings. I didn't even realize I was wearing the sweater for a minute of this album, where it's just celebrating like your friends. And I love it so much. We need more songs like this. That are just about friendships and how great friendships are, because yes. Let's move on to the next one. It is California Sober. So that was California Sober, and this is another song I really liked. Always surprised. And I especially liked the line of like, it doesn't mean the growing is over. Like recognizing that she is still healing and will always be healing and growing. And I really like that acknowledgement, because I feel like a lot of times when it comes to like stuff like this, people are just like expect you to be healed and over with and never have a problem with it again. And I don't know, I liked that message, like the growing is never over, and I like that. And yeah, I'm running out of things to say, not like I've always had things to say. This is gonna be such a boring video, I apologize, but we have 3 songs left, the first one being Mad World.
And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world.
Okay, so Mad World was a cover, and I quite like it being in the album because I feel like it fits in with all the other songs very well. It also has like this haunting like element to it that I just think works really well with, I don't know, what we've been talking about on the album. And yeah, I love Demi's voice on it, and that's all I have to say about it. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna apologize again for not saying a lot, but let's move on to the second to last song, which is Butterfly.
Butterfly, 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 butterfly.
Okay, so that was Butterfly. It's a song about a father, and I feel like it's very different from the other songs she's written about a father in the past, but I liked it. It's more hopeful and sweet, I guess, in a way. And I don't know, it shows that she's, like, comparing it to like the other song she's written about a father, it shows that she's in a better state mentally about it than she used to be. And I don't know, I really liked it. Demi's voice on it was just really good. And yeah, let's move on to the last song of the album, which is Good Place.
A good place to the world to feel this way. No longer have to say place reconciled with okay and with a whole lot of ways.
So that was Good Place, and I think this was a beautiful note to end the album off on. It's a beautiful song, especially like hearing her voice break like the very end. It hit me. And yeah, have I said anything coherent about any of the songs? I don't think so. So I'm not gonna start doing that with this one. So let's give you a top 3, which is very, very difficult. Oh, I'm looking at the list right now. I'm having such a hard time. Know that I love every single song on this album, even if I might not have expressed it as well as you would have hoped for, but I love them all. So which ones are top 3? I think number 1 has to be ICU, Medicine's Lullaby, just because the impact that song had on me is unrivaled. I'm still trying to recover from it. And then I think I'm going with Lonely People, because I really like that song. And then then Met Him Last Night with Ariana, because those 3, I don't know, right now when I'm looking at the list, those 3 jump out to me the most. But I love so many songs on this album. I love Anyone, I love Dance with the Devil, I love every song on this. I'm not gonna name them all because that's gonna be a while, but yeah, I feel like if you ask me on a different day, that top 3 will definitely change. That's it right now. And yeah, I really love this album. It is a little bit long, but I also can give you a song that I feel like should have been cut out because it feels like perfect. It's telling a story of healing, the art of starting over, starting again. And I don't know, I really thought this was a great album. Demi's vocals and every single song was out of this world. She's amazing. I love the lyrics, I love the melodies, and there isn't a single song on here that was underwhelming to me. Like every single one I really, really liked, and most of them hit very, very deep, even if they weren't necessarily sad songs. So I can also appreciate that. I liked every feature on this album. I have problems with features, y'all know that if you've been around. Not always the happiest of the feature, but I feel like every single one on this album served its purpose, and it just worked really well. And yeah, I don't really have much more to say about Dance for the Devil, the artist that I know it. So I'm gonna point my fingers at you, and hopefully you'll have more things to say than I did. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of this album, as well as your top 3, because I love figuring out other people's favorite songs from an album. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Good.
Here I am again, the same old situation. Why does the God thing have to be so complicated? Should've played it